Second round of the upper bracket playoffs, we've got for ourselves ARAVT and their map pick of Ancient. IHC have got to try and find it out, though I'm pretty sure they're happy with starting off CT side on the map anyway. Tea time, joined by Michael Human Cassidy.
Yeah, always nice to check in with both these teams coming from the Mongolian region, as both of them as well have undergone changes going into this season of the ESL Challenger League. We had 9 step away from the organization. They did a little voodoo switcheroo with NKT, so Annihilation joined IHC, 9 joined NKT, and ARAVT themselves have also looked for new AWPing potential, and they've swapped out Magnums for Hi, who did a decent job, I think, in their earlier round game.
Not to be confused with HY legendary Southeast Asian Dota 2 offlaner.
Yeah, different Hi.
Yes. He's got big shoes to fill, but maybe he can do it. These days. HY Mushu represent. Anyway, point is, we've got for ourselves ARAVT trying to come through with another upset on IHC. They did manage one months ago that also included an Ancient, which went to 1915, the full distance. And IHC would like to make sure that it does go to the distance. They're the ones driving the car. Oh, 4 gets the first shot. Techno peeks out quickly, traded through. Tamir's putting up numbers, and that clock is looking deadly. Blitz has made his way over, unnoticed so far. Now peeks out, reveals his position, can't find the frag. Fury on the side will be the casualty in control to return fire. A 2-on-2 will prevail, but the player trapped inside default plant position. Blitz forced to reload out while Annihilation is still in pursuit, hoping for a swing to come through from Tamir, who's already been good for 2. Control still got a Molotov, so keep that in mind. He might be forced to use it, and very soon. But before he can strike in, Annihilation will shut him down.
Really well done there from Annihilation. Nice and patient as well on the swing eventually from Control, and then when it came down to it, they just couldn't finish off business. Too low HP on the final player, and ARAVT were in a really sticky situation, all things considered. Control had to do what he could to simply stay on the side of the site, and Tamir. But when it came down to Control's duel, he just never really stood too much of a chance, just taking 1 bullet apiece. IHC taking the pistol is certainly nice, but good entries from Tamir. Overall, the rushing play in towards B seemed to work out pretty well.
It's one of those situations where you start to wonder, Control, if you've just been able to use that Molotov earlier on. Not necessarily towards the bomb side even. I mean, if Tamir wants to peek out from the side because he's worried about a flank going through, that molly can be highly useful for that. Even so, Force Buy is still there. Knights here not quite out of water yet.
Cool call.
Oh, good flashes. Techno's been forced off and they've even found it as he turned around to try and face score. Good for only 1. Tamir and Control have been fantastic on entries and they will continue this domination. A smoke push is not what will work out for you when Fury's on the other side of it. Even gets an M4 for its troubles. Ay. I'm digging it.
Yeah, I mean, this was a very cool call from ARAVT. It's so rare that you see teams actually get away with contacting up the B ramp, but as soon as they got themselves to the mouth of the B bomb site, they set up with that 1 flash, they get so much distance into the bomb site, and because IHC are playing further back or are prioritizing cave, they simply don't have sightlines in, and so ARAVT get a lot of space, they get those free entries, and IHC could never react in time.
Also, it's one of those things where it feels like if you know Techno prioritizes the M4, he's never going to have the incendiary either. And there's definitely been research done on either side. Fury, good for another, saw things off. Cabal is gone. And Score around the corner does still have himself an opportunity to make up some bank, but making up the round is looking increasingly unlikely with how little control they have over mid. Techno tagged up as well.
Yeah, God, the spam is looking... come on. Techno was really trying not to teach mid full spam. He was trying so hard not to die to it. But Tamir is unrelenting. Just kept on spamming. Techno, at least will have some vengeance. Score with that Mag 7 has found his kill. Got his hands on a rifle as well, and Blitz will investigate in mid so far. No real indications as to which way ARAVT are going. Ooh. Oh my God! Wow. Blitz was fighting, taking duels down middle, and is still ready for Hi so close. So another weapon to be retrieved.
Oh, beautiful! Suddenly things turning around, and where it looked like ARAVT had all control of the map. It's all just falling apart one by one. Blitzes for Ray back to Red Room has given them everything they need, and Tamir all alone, although he's been good on entries, will not be able to put up a show versus score on the other side. Back-to-back force by round victories, and this one maybe more surprising than the last.
Yeah, because IHC had less resources, less weapons, and they still made it work. I mean,
they started 4v5.
Yeah, it didn't even come down to just a numbers advantage, just a lot of nice isolated kills. 3 on 5 recovered, I think, in whole. Lost Cabal, lost Techno. It's a pretty disparaging round to lose so quick. And it seemed like they weren't all on the same page here on ARAVT. No real investments in, but Hi bought the AK. What on earth is happening this game? We've seen some
I'm loving it.
Really good spams through B. Now the Glock as well. Headshot on Cabal. Techno's at least he's got his kill over on the B ramp, but nothing really too valuable lost.
Oh, and this is definitely one of those, God, they think they're better than us. I'm gonna show them. Ooh, he showed him all right. Hi. Comes up big. Now, would like to see that AK maybe shifted over armor or not. 22 HP is not what it's all about. And although I say that, Shinobi's picked up the M4. Blitz even maybe caught out over here.
Nope. Won't be the case. Hi was low, and Shinobi tried his best to trade, but Tamir's on the other side of the map, so hard for him to have linked up. He was hoping to maybe catch someone on a rotate or looking the wrong direction. I think Techno was fairly loud about getting into that position, but Tamir half considered it, but didn't full clear. It stopped. The force buy wars were called off early. ARAVT didn't full invest until that last round. They didn't get a plant in the round that was overturned themselves, so didn't feel like they had the funds. But now we'll move in with 3 rifles, a tech, and a MAC-10 coming into round number 5. IHC have all the bits of utility they need to try and prevent any sort of faster rush play, which the SMG and the pistol would dictate they are biased towards. I'll make control utility here from IHC, and you can see ARAVT are going to try again for this contact play, but they were more prepared for it. They're willing to take these fights. Techno dropped already. Control taking a lot of damage, and while there will be a kill as well from Blitz, he's gone for the double. Control, while he's still so low, they've got at least a bit of space on this site, but they haven't allowed that bomb to cross.
Careful, Blitz has been so good in his position before. This time, no different. Keeps himself alive as well and gives 4 space to try and work around with. That wall bang is perfect. The B-bomb side's been a lot of broken walls and a lot of broken hearts. This time, ARAVT will be the ones on the receiving end.
I don't think I've seen so many spam kills come in or so much spam damage, either through smokes or walls, happen so quick into an ancient game. Usually, it takes at least 20 rounds before you see half of these be as successful as they has been. So yeah, there's definitely some tendencies at play, some homework, and as well just capitalization of ARAVT falling stagnant in that round.
A lot of reps in there as well, for sure, for both of these teams in Ancient, one of their favorite maps on either side. Score might end up being caught off, but Tamir has a slight timing of surprise, and as Score pulls out that utility, that's where Tamir moves right in, and that's a shot to the head. Annihilation tagged up as well elsewhere on the map, and now brought down. Shinobi to find that one, and with Tamir coming in with backup, they know they can try to isolate this player inside Donut. Cabal, however, doesn't realize that Fury is nearby. Fury only with a Glock doesn't feel comfortable in the deal, but he should be. Patting himself on the back with how damn good he is with the Glock. ARAVT is stealing around. This is robbery, and there ain't no police on Ancient.
This is so ridiculous. I think there is a timing that Blitz has just narrowly hit. Seems like they are aware of his position, and yeah, Control just making sure to line it up will chase him down. A second round for ARAVT in the most unlikely of circumstances. They came in with a few upgraded pistols, some Glocks, and they beat IHC. this was all over the place. The replays around since past, but there were some real dirty antics here from ARAVT. And I actually think Cabal knew that there was somebody close. He just couldn't hit the shot when it came to the wide swing. It's so odd. ARAVT will take it. IHC reinvesting themselves. Blitz is on a Deeg. Techno on an MP9, but everybody else has premium rifles.
Interesting. Knows where Fury is. Score. Just... That's really cool.
Smoke phased and heard the Molotov, so knew he was close. The weapon for Blitz if he decides to ascend the ledge, but he wants to keep pressure up.
Don't blame him for it. His double up on ledge relies entirely on Blitz being able to stop any flankers from coming in from behind. Score attempting a few more bullets to spam. Can you really blame him after the way the game has been going? 3 players on this B bomb side. They are very well set up for anything coming towards this side of the map. The only problem could be the boost up from high. But I love this. IHC not looking to take the peek, and they're able to bait the shot out as well. Cabal even picks one up before he's traded away. Score now on the side, takes down the AWP, working around the pillar, will still set up for Techno to drop the bomb, and that's buying space for Blitz to come in from the side. Tamir doesn't realize it, but Blitz is coming in on the flank. Should be able to get the stab to the back and shot to the head, and that's exactly what ends up happening. 5th round secured for IHC off the back of some great initial kills from Score and some fantastic control in mid from Blitz.
Yeah, Ancient is turning out to be quite a scrappy set of affairs for both these teams. See ARAVT, the urgency that they had breaking into that B bomb site, but they didn't have a whole lot of utility down. Again, they went for a contact play, and Cabal going 1-for-1 there just gives enough room for a Score to dance around the bomb site. It was even quite interesting watching him look at the fight to his left and then just immediately skirtling off to fight the player on the right side of the pillar because he had Techno right behind him with an MP9. You know, if Score was able to distract both of those players and, you know, win his fight on the right side, Techno was, in theory, going to deal with the player on the left. Small things, small details like that can make a big difference, but ended up not being the most critical part of the duel on B. Blitz has been really good, man. Blitz has been 100%. Really good.
He's been such a consistent performer. We even saw it at the last major, and hell, maybe looking forward to seeing it at this one. Especially with the kind of map pool that these guys are building up. I mean, ARAVT and rather Ancient and Nuke's initial first pick material is that's gonna take off some heads.
Yeah. Even the Vertigo permaban is a nice one to have.
Absolutely. Couple of teams in that challenger stage definitely would like to go for that one. Cabal. Okay, that seemed like it was a bit of a unnecessarily extended fight on either side.
Oh, for Yorp over at A, and Annihilation is wide with his peak high. Oh, he'll catch him. Too far away from the box, not a whole lot of cover, and Annihilation as well didn't have the advantage on the angles. ARAVT have broken into this A bomb site with a 5-on-3 advantage. This time, I think we'll start to see a bit more of a conservative route built up by IHC. This should be a save.
I might be wrong about this, but did they run boost high across to that angle?
I don't think so. I think Annihilation just got there late.
Okay. That would have been cool. But they're going to be content with just taking away Fury's weapon and trying to save the rest of theirs. Still, money's not fantastic as a result of how scrappy everything has been, obviously.
Yeah, start to think about repetitions and building consistency on either squad. Like we were kind of talking about, IHC have big fish ahead of them. Oh my god, even taking that fight for Cabal was probably more brazen than any decision they should have made. But yeah, they've got big fish ahead of them, so considering they are the biggest fish in at least this side of the pond, it is imperative that they gobble up these smaller teams.
Man, what kind of disrespect is this over to the wall? This guy is a Max 7 specialist. Give him what he wants. Not the Nova. Well, let's just score, however. We've got exactly what they want, which is a couple of quick opening frags.
Oh, reload out in the open. Tamir's there to punish and caught the perfect timing. He was just about to reset his gun as well. But Score couldn't shoot back. Wasn't allowed to.
Twice now where Score's been caught up by Tamir in a position where he's either just thrown a nade or now on the reload.
Little sound cue. Techno knows that Tamir is close. But how close is going to be harder to deduce. I think he might have just caught a little bit of a shoulder.
Well, doesn't matter. Tamir's entries are just too damn good.
Yeah, 11 and 5 at the minute, and can get his hands on an AWP because he's low HP, but High already having an AWP with himself. This might slow things down too much here for ARAVT. They do get info at least about where Blitz is seen, but they knew he was hovering around mid in previous rounds. It's earlier into this one, 30 seconds. ARAVT have to make their move.
Shinobi, quick peek in. As soon as the Molotov is chucked out, he knows that Annihilation's likely to be looking the other way, even almost catching off Blitz in the back lines. Cabal still sitting around with the Nova, will be able to switch out for this, so 2-on-2 becomes a lot more doable, but remember, they both don't have kits. And I don't think there's actually any inside Cheetah either. Molotov presser to try and flush them out. I don't know if they've heard that sound cue over on High, but Cabal is unable to find the kill, and with this, just saving the AWP and backing off.
Yeah, the only way they win this round is if Blitz is able to stay alive. Cabal was applying so much pressure in the backside of Cave. They even had a Molotov, I think, on Blitz, so if he got into a position, he might have been able to flush them out. Not to be, ARAVT hit all the critical kills they needed, and it was those entries from Tamir and the follow-up two from Shinobi that tie the bow on this round. Escaping with an AWP is nice for IHC, but ARAVT are very, very close to just getting the floor of rounds that they're looking for. You know, 6, I think, is really the target in most T-side halves.
That's generally true, but you can't be feeling too happy about a few of the rounds you've missed out.
Of course.
At the same time, you know, give it and
Glocks.
take it, you know. It's true.
A couple of Eagles in there as well, but
yeah,
Glock.
it's all right. It's all about the memes. We know that's what CS has come down to. Come on,
oh my god, the flash.
They can't see him.
He sees him.
Yeah, bomb dropped as well, spotted out. So much information given up, and they don't know if there's a force buy around this or not yet.
My work here is done. Cabal immediately moving away from that B-bomb site. Trying to be as unpredictable as possible, but rescoping, Control should be within earshot to hear this.
Definitely. But he's not feeling confident enough to peek back into it. He knows that his survival is tantamount to their success. And he catches off Cabal right as he's trying to back off, but is unable to find the kill. Only information given up of where the AWP is, but still no info found about whether there's a force by the other side or not. Techno with a great kill, P250 to try and give that one over. And Blitz is sneaking through, completely uncontested. Comes in from behind. Ball will be allowed to go down. High will fall right after planting. And suddenly a 4-on-2. You're talking about Glocks, I'm talking about AWP. I'm talking about Control all over the shop. It's Shinobi. Left alone as finally Techno will punish Control's consistent position. Shinobi with 9 HP, bomb tap faked out. He knows he has to be able to line up the wallbang. No other real hope for him. What a shot from Shinobi. Damage on him is still unconfirmed. Scopes out, misses the chance, and now Blitz is going to go ahead, fake out the stick. He doesn't have the kit. He'll have to end up defaulting out of it. But man, oh man, what a round from IHC.
Super, super close contest all the way through, but if not for those 2 kills from Control, this round just falls flat on its face. So the nice triple boost to kick off this round off the saved AWP, but the fact these pistols were able to do so much damage, ARAVT could never feel comfortable in any of these after plants. Yeah, these were the two that really sealed the deal there for ARAVT. They didn't have to worry about deep CT anymore, only concerned about their behinds. See whether IHC can put a stop to it now on the CT half, or whether ARAVT find more success. The Renbu's failed in mid, but ARAVT are setting up for an A play. They've been very B biased so far. They have found some success in getting the entries over on the other side of the map as well. I don't know if IHC will be prepared for this. This is a nice little boost in A main as well. We're seeing a lot of top teams investigate and explore options using this. Tag on Annihilation, but it's exchanged. They both land leg shots. Smoke as well, and A main will stop the push here for ARAVT. They might have got the damage they were looking for, but now they have to reset their focus.
They have a lot of time to try and go back and reclaim other sites. The only problem is mid should be completely inaccessible to them. I mean, you've got to use basically 3 more smokes to get control of mid. Unless they're contacting out. This might end up catching Blitz off guard, but a stray bullet will end up forcing him into a more defensible position. He's hoping the Molotov doesn't spread to him. But that will not be the case. Commits too long and too far. Fury to find him and take him down, even getting red room control afterwards. Suddenly round looking a whole lot more achievable as Fury's gone for the fast wraparound. They've already lost donut presence. It's all down to Cabal. Good for the first, trying to keep the spray going for 2, but unsuccessful. Shinobi's just been left behind to try and cover off the remaining flankers. Spots out one player that's been already set up and put in their head that, hey, this is where we're going to go hunting.
Oh, Fury hard cleared score. Just hoping that somebody would be looking after Techno, chasing him down a little bit haphazardly, but not to be. Fury, in fact, will make sure that no weapons are saved here for IHC. ARAVT already at 6, but with the economy built, with the economy that's left here for IHC, very likely that there is more to be had from this T side. ARAVT showing some nice stuff on this on this attacking side, and they've been mixing in contact plays. They've been going for some nice little burst executes. It's really cool to see that they're able to pull this off against a team that most would have had pegged for favorites coming into this series. Definitely a lot of risks being taken by ARAVT, but quite a few of them have worked out.
IHC are hoping for another quick round off the back of this open. Well, this is a great setup for it. Score has been covered off by Annihilation as well as they tried to go for the refrag, and where it started off looking like it could have all fallen apart, but they were able to save the day once. I think it's finally time for them to close, and not just close it in style. Not a single player lost. It's a 5-on-1. Control is... he's mad. He is mad.
Confirmation on Control's position. Annihilation's ult will not hit the mark, but they know exactly where he is.
Wow.
And wow. She just goes out and swings it. 3 kills from the Annihilation AWP. This was a hero investment. They had, I think, 6K on one player, and they were happy to give Annihilation that chance, and they've pulled it off. Said ARAVT were taking some risks. That is true, but not getting a single kill in retaliation to the IHC low buy. You know, it wasn't a full investment.
All it took was a few extra pieces of armor.
Yeah, that's a rough way to go out. Now their money is screwed.
Yeah, this could have been. This could very feasibly have been like a 9-6 for ARAVT. But right now, maybe they've still got a chance to make it just that. High on the quick entry. They're trying to lead up as well, but some good flashing will keep Tamir out of it. Blitz wants to stay on. Fight on. He's allowed. He's got another one, guys. Gotta take him down before he pulls out the sidearm, because that sidearm's still pretty damn stacked.
What is happening?
Well, Annihilation is coming up, picking up some stragglers while his team goes ham. That's what's happening, Michael. 17-5 for Blitz.
There have been a lot of duels in this game that just don't look as characteristically clean as we've definitely seen IHC in the past. ARAVT are catching them on weird timings. We see that the tracking looks a little bit more off than we're used to. this does feel like the perfect storm for ARAVT to sneak past and maybe get that upset against IHC like you were talking about a couple months ago. Have a repeat. I mean, pulling... what is... Blitz has been so good this entire game, and now he's just running around with the nade out.
In mid.
Yeah.
Shouldn't matter all that much. They've still got the cleanup crew, and that is Score with a mop and a stick, and he is hitting them with both.
It's all okay. Everyone just take a deep breath. Asian Counter-Strike. It isn't as bad as it used to be. There's been a lot of growing pains, certainly from the Chinese region to then the Mongolian region having a bit of a kick up. We see Thai teams, South Korean teams, while they're not as frequent anymore, ESL Challenger League having its own Asian division, I think, has reinvigorated some of these smaller regions to have a bit more success, and they are also not so distant from the sort of North American brand of Counter-Strike, South American brand of Counter-Strike. You know, we're adopting a lot of European strategies as well, because the mechanics have always been there. But especially when we've seen teams rise to the top, there has been a little bit of a, let's say, a leaning back of the shoulders when they play against their domestic opposition, or even against other Asian teams, to not pull out all of the stops, because they're, like we were mentioning, IHC, they're going to be competing in the major stages. They have, I imagine, a deep playbook that they don't want to touch before entering into Rio, especially when they know that domestically they should beat these guys.
Techno. Oh, nice little shot to the head from the back. Techno's generally a very stable pair of hands as far as anchoring is concerned, but obviously stability has been just a word so far in this game. Annihilation hoping to maybe add a bit more with a 9-6, and with the bomb being dropped, this seems inevitable. There is a player having crept past the smoke. High, good for the first. Doesn't realize there's a second right around the corner. Maybe would have committed a little while longer, but now it's just all about those elevated angles and getting the headshots from them. Two players, both spotted out. A grenade's gone deep, but he's taken the time to reposition all the way back, and Fury is coming in from behind. This could be massive. Fury's been set up perfectly. The flank is being activated. The kill's been found. Two players on the side itself. This should be a freebie. Good for one. Can he make it? Two doesn't realize there's a second there. Hi has not actually been able to calm that over, and now he himself has got to pull up the quad kill to pull down the round. Quick shot to the back, and it's another one. Lining up. Techno fighting for his life, trying to play around the corner. It's shots being missed all over the place, but Techno will find the final one. 9-6. IHC will fight through tooth and nail, but come out on top. The second half still awaits us. Come back very soon. We've got a short break for you. Magic, madness, chaos, sin. This is not a Taylor Swift song. This is Asian Counter-Strike at its finest. IHC have taken the lead if they didn't look like they should have gotten it.
I don't know how to top that. Oh,
well,
God. You've got a few tops to add to the tally, though, for IHC. Nice double headshot from Techno, and they break into this B bomb site rather swift. Shinobi as well gets nothing from Ledge. Fury can stand his ground, and High alongside him, but eventually there will be trades. ARAVT down to 2 players, but IHC have got that bomb plant, and Blitz is already holding for the flank.
Man, the guillotine must be back in fashion. Heads are rolling all over the place. Over here, and Blitz has just been knocked right out of midair. That is a brutality if I've seen one. Techno says he'd like to display the same position on CT side. Why not try and switch it up back to T as well? Well, High facing him down might have something to say about it. Score good for the first. High trades it out, but remember, no kit on him. That's not anywhere nearby, all the way next to Score, and Score realizes that, so he can just try and defend this kit. He knows he'll win as long as High can't pick it up and get back on the bomb. Score is not having any of it. This game has had enough madness. It's been crazy enough. I don't want to do this anymore, guys. I just want to win the round.
Yeah, Score wasn't taking any chances. High was hitting some nice shots. Same with Tamir, and it was very real that they could have lost this 2 versus 3. But Score played the positional game, and it worked out. Up to double digits now, IHC with this pistol round win. But we won't hold our breaths just yet. We had some forced buy shenanigans in the first half. See if ARAVT decide that that's the choice. No, instead just a Deagle brought up by High with the kills that he got. He can afford it, and we'll see if there's any strangeness yet to come. Saved a lot with that USP the last round.
Yeah.
Armor, kit.
Don't know if it'll be particularly useful, but hey, we've seen enough crazy rounds where I'm not discounting it. High. Hoping to find himself a Deagle kill, but nothing so far.
They are leaving him to his own devices as well, and this will lead IHC to maybe think they've gone with an extra buy as well.
I love this stock of X-ray.
Yeah, turning off X-ray here. I mean, there's anxiety. Waiting around the corner if Score decides to go by himself.
Gosh, yeah. Like, oh, what's this? A nice alley I can go down late at night? Absolutely.
Somebody tell him.
He's about to find out. He's about to find out. Score. Close range. Oh, gets both. How do they get not a single kill in that situation? Oh no.
Mr. Zeus.
Can't be having that. I've literally never seen this angle in my life. Where is this? What?
We're in Temple.
Oh my god. How do you even get there? What is this map, Michael? Like, I've gotten so many games with this and seen so many matches. Okay.
They used to be even more accessible once upon a time. They made it, I mean, like, they made these companies smaller.
Okay.
He wasn't really that ready for it, but
okay.
High fell off the ledge, so...
Oh god, it's also so easily accessible. It's just such a strange angle to spectate from.
Mm-hmm. It's like, oh man, this guy's tall. Low clearance ceilings. It didn't feel like these temples were built for tall kings. Only the short ones. Rifles out now for ARAVT. We'll see if they put up a better fight in this first segment, and it doesn't seem like that'll be the case. Shinobi's already dropped. Control wanted to have a teammate alongside him. Usually you want 3 players hovering around mid if you're going to be contesting ledge like this, so they peel back.
Yeah, his second players weren't actually on time, so Shinobi had to turn around sooner than he would have liked to, and he faces the flash completely, and he's about as blind as can be. Alright, so you're playing a much more measured approach so far. A lot more chill and wait, and I hope the CTs make a mistake.
Yeah, they're low util here for ARAVT, so they will need some information if they want to feel at least safe on this defensive hold. Being down a man is obviously never easy, but if you're flying blind, it's even harder.
Oh, Fury does end up revealing his shoulder. That could be a cue for him to just swing out and fight them. Not what I was going to say, but hey, man, that's just a fantastic double through the smoke. He's seen them double facing so many times over. Now even comes out with a third, and Tamir wants a bit of that action. Fury has to go back and remind him that action is reserved for Mr. Fury. Looking to live up to his 5K mark in the name, and, well, this would be a massive round for him to be able to close out. Bombs dropped away for Blitz. 8 seconds on the clock. There's no way for him to actually go for this. He'd rather just make sure he's not giving up the ace, but he could end up falling off time. Oh no, control. 2 seconds.
Those are small details that can make a big difference. If Blitz had died after time there, would have been a bit of a mismatch by here from IHC, but what an effort from Fury, getting the double and then just finding 2 consecutive frags, actually just moving around the bomb site itself. Really, really well done. Felt like this round was going to fall into IHC's lap with the way that they were playing it so slow and so methodical. All it takes is one furious guy to stop him. A lot of contact plays from ARAVT. IHC will try their hand at it themselves. Over towards A they go, and with very limited utility, so singular flashes will be about all they can rely on. They may not even go out with those flashes. Nice and dry.
Oh no, Hi missed out the first opportunity. Even the second two were able to move right past him. Shinobi caught out, brought down. And Control and Hi are able to drop the bomb and spot out the third player back in Donut. Techno's trying to fight his way out of the situation, but a lot of missed shots, uncharacteristic of Techno coming in. Blitz is the one who's even missed an... Oh, misses the massive timing window. That's all they had to rely on to be able to throw a spanner in the work long enough for Techno to maybe have a chance on the bomb side, but even that's taken away from them. IHC will let 2 rounds slip, and their economy goes right with it.
The worst part about that Blitz flank as well is that had he not shot off those bullets, probably would have gone by undetected. Didn't seem like they were even looking for a lurking play like that, but it works out that he thought he might be able to get that kill just before reinforcements came. Yeah, down to Glocks and 1 Deeg here for IHC. ARAVT can close this gap and look forward to double digits themselves. I am glad that the boxes on the ledge have been removed. I've casted quite a few Ancients since that change, but the map just feels more open this way. More easy to link up between cave and mid.
I'm still torn, to be honest. Not about the boxes, but about where I stand on the map. I think it's definitely become a lot better, but I would really like that to maybe be like a bench next to Cubby. I think would really help. To like sort of go up alone, and then to try and balance it out, you make mid narrower for the like T side.
So you want to boost up above Cubby?
Like, yeah, so I want the Cubby guy to be able to
bench.
move up with a bench so that it's easier for CDs to get control over that side of the map. Wow. But then I want mid to be narrower so that the Ts have like more close angles to just try and overrun with numbers.
I see.
Yeah. Because I think it's relatively balanced, but my problem is just how the contest happens just doesn't feel very CSy to me. Like, 3 Molotovs at the beginning of the round plus all that stuff, so...
Yeah, there are kinks. Oh, the flash is being used by IHC to take some mid control, and Annihilation actually punishes the aggression from Fury. Try to cheat around this smoke. Tamir will take his place, and they don't consider that a second player would go for something so bold. Tamir getting out of there as well, equalizing to a 4-on-4.
Oh no, this is where Shinobi's being able to come into effect as well. Like I said before, Techno has been looking a bit shaky so far. Numbers are decent. 12 and 14 is not the worst in the world for a role player, especially when you've got Blitz and Spore flanking him on either side with 20 apiece. But aim doesn't look as crisp as it normally does.
Yeah, him and Cabal are usually a little bit more influential. So to see them shy away, yeah, it does put a little bit more pressure on players like Annihilation as well, who have not had the strongest performances so far.
Oh, Tamir's been forced off, of course, trying to turn around the corner, playing mind games that he's not winning out on. And Tamir will end up being traded. It's still 2-on-3 with plenty of utility available for High. Problem is, can't pull it out. If he does, he'll end up falling. Instead, just faces them head on. Some slight delays in the peaks. They come through one by one, and High is more than happy to contend with them.
Yeah, great stuff there from High. Able to stand his ground on side of the bomb site, but it was a counter reaction from Tamir that really felt like it flipped this round on its head. IHC got stable mid control. They were running through their paces, and right when they least expected it, there was a secondary player on the ledge fighting them. So double digits for ARAVT. Get to see the AWP grace the hands of High on the CT side. Was doing a lot to probe with it on the attack, but on defense, maybe not feeling like they can afford it.
Oh, I like this. I really like this. The problem's only the economy on the other side makes it a bit more risky. If it was a gun round or something like it, I would have loved that play.
Yeah, giving over a rifle to at least one of these IHC players is obviously not ideal, but they've worked up quite a lot of space over at A, and you can see ARAVT are paranoid about it. Oh, God. Paranoia won't help you stopping Deegs from colliding with your head, though. Blitz is dropped, but Cabal's got his hands on an AK now as well. Couple rifles for IHC to play around.
They know the position of that donut player. Cabal is more concerned about the flank coming in, and that's Techno revealing his position. Okay. I'm okay with this.
Yeah.
Shots like that, I'm more than happy to be received over here on the stream. But Tamir is very far removed from Fury. They should realize that as well. Cabal on the other side has been removed from his body. His soul has gone on to its final resting place, at least for about 20 seconds. Annihilation has to try and find the duels. Good for the first. Pulls out the Deagle as well. Does not want to go for the reload. Spots out the fact that Fury is pushing up close to him. And as Fury makes his way up, the Deagle will not connect. Fury's got the kit as well. Plenty of time to go for the defuse. It'll be a little bit right down to the wire, but he should have this one quickly wiped away.
Yeah, that was going to be the concern there for the remaining ARAVT players. Great job from Fury to clutch things back, but the fact that both those players didn't have kits, both him and Tamir, had to make that long distance either to Donut or through to the temple, and that was convenient enough to hunt down Annihilation at the end there. Very, very close round, that's for sure. Considering the limited investment there from IHC, it actually props up the ARAVT money to be pushed down into a future round. To be able to afford a buy if they lose this one, but after that, they'd run out of funds. You wanted to maybe see the Shinobi exploration on a gun round, but doesn't take that adventure much further. Small little cubby in close middle could be very problematic.
Oh, nice kill from Fury as well. You do still have Shinobi in a position where he can try and contest down right behind the smoke. There's some decent spam and grenade damage coming out. Techno and Score trying to double up, but the flashes are good. Techno's better. Fury on the site will be able to contend with 2. Looks for 3, and he's been a master on the CT side. 4 across the board. Blitz all alone, waiting for the push to come through the smoke, but a gap will allow them to circumvent any need for that.
Man, it looks so chaotic from Fury's perspective, but you see the urgency he has getting onto the bomb site, just whipping between angles. And after 2, he wasn't done. 3-piece from Fury 5K, but he's been so good on B. And him and Tamir in particular have been doing some great work reacting to what's happening around the map, whether they're losing players, where they should re-aggress, what kind of timings they can exploit. Doing it from the T side straight to CT as well, and make sure that ARAVT have funds still built. IHC are now put to the test and put on the ropes.
just like to point out that Fury has had 4 kills in 2 rounds now, and a 1v2, rather a 2v2 where he gets both kills in one of them as well. So that's pretty nuts.
He had 4 kills in 2 rounds?
Yeah, the previous round was a 4 kill, not a triple. Yeah, he got one in mid as well, and then he got triple on site. No.
God, it looked like Control was like feeding a fish there. Got some information there on Fury and then gave him a smoke, and it helps him get this kill on score. It feels like IHC are running thin on ideas. Tried B, and now we'll reroute over towards A, but they don't expect Shinobi to be in a bait position.
Wow.
IHC eventually getting the trade via Annihilation, but that bomb being dropped and delayed even further. They know it's coming through via Donut. Annihilation, critical kill. Cabal's taking space, and so that means that Fury on this rotate should be cut thin. Tamir has dealt with the bomb, but that's just the planter. After the bomb's already been planted, Cabal getting that one, but Tamir's right on his heels, and he will be able to get it tracked down. ARAVT are able to continue their streak on this CT side. They move up to 13.
We're just seeing so many fantastic, successful holds, and Shinobi should not have found that second. Great kill for him, don't get me wrong, but it's not like he just comes through with a laser beam M4A1 and just gets 2 shots to the head. It's nothing like that. It's a slightly more labored spray as well. IHC have generally looked like they've been missing out on a little bit. I mean, look at that. Trade spacing, not fantastic over there.
They just didn't consider that there would be another player in Donut, it seemed. That, so just complete breakdown on where their positions should be.
Very fast play over to Cheetah, and that does find score 1. Fury ends up falling. He's been a big man, but so has Tamir been, and Tamir will continue to find the best of score on either side inside Cheetah.
As well, I was talking about Tamir as well, just the constant reactions. As soon as he loses his player into cave, he gets in so quick that Score thinks he has it cut off. Super well done, and now Control will look for information himself and damage on the Cabal, but a secondary player there. They're working in pairs so well. The tandem plays from ARAVT continue to see success. I don't know that I know how to deal with this. Because everywhere they go, even if they find an entry, there is always another head to this Hydra.
And we don't fight Hydras.
Gotta cut them both off simultaneously.
Indeed. Looks like that might not be happening. Cabal's not going to find any freebies here. Tamir is master of timing, man. That's what he is.
Yeah, he's found so many good ones this game, hasn't he?
Even managed to make his way right back. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh.
Dude, there's no way.
Gosh. How many clocks do you own? How do you find this much timing? Tamir.
It's unbelievable.
Mate, this guy's... I don't know Doctor Strange played Counter-Strike.
Somebody check him PC. It's actually ridiculous how many times he seems to just have the best timing going, whether he knows it or not. He's evading gaze before IHC even really know which way he's going. So hypermobile. The reactions have been perfect, and ARAVT are looking to take this first map. 14-11, and IHC don't have the best of money to come into this round with, so they've got 1 AK, 4 pistols.
Put it this way, if Tamir had to take the ring to Mordor, he would have had it done in a week.
It's a pretty long journey.
He just happened to find a flight.
Wow.
Oh, the Eagles were there. Oh, we got there before
the Eagles, yes, of course.
Yeah.
I forget about them. So did Gandalf, in fact.
Oh, look, I just got there before... Oh, well, look. Well...
The plot Eagles. Oh, that smoke's not gone quite where Fury wanted it, but might still be able to make it work.
Okay, he's
dude.
found so many kills for this smoke over here at the exact same angle.
Yeah, they're ground to a halt. They've got 1 smoke, 3 flashes. They'll try their best to make use of it.
Well, Fury's gone and found another one in the meanwhile. Sure, score is good for the single, but that doesn't really matter. 4 players kept alive, and now map point found. ARAVT looking good, and we've been receiving reports from IHC's headquarters that keyboards are being broken right now.
This game was, I think, much harder than IHC realized coming into it. ARAVT had some nice contact plays on T side. They were mixing things up with pacing. I feel like IHC are kind of stuck trying to set up for map control and just lose so many numbers due to either Tamir or Fury. Shinobi's had some impact rounds, high as well on his sight holds on the few successes that IHC have been able to have. Now the AWP's out, and he's already found the first. Eventually gunned down by Annihilation, but Control is there to sweep up the pieces. Score and Blitz hit the deck, and Annihilation and Cabal are all that stand left. This first map of Ancient is looking like it might come to its conclusions as Tamir finds another, and Annihilation is left in a 1-on-4. Just trimming it now down to 3-2. You can't give Annihilation too many opportunities. It's right in the name. He will make sure that you feel his wrath, but they are giving him more respect.
This could be a legitimate chance for him. Shinobi. Oh, Shinobi. The timing's worked out so well from them. This time it's going to be the exact opposite. Shinobi's not going to realize it at all. Annihilation's already moved past. Annihilation doesn't realize it. He's flicking too fast. He's flicking too fast. The curse of the AWP. The curse of the AWP, but he's found the gap, Michael. To be bomb side, it's accessible. He dare not run. But there are still too many angles on A where he could be inside cave. They are so concerned. They don't think it's possible. Annihilation will be able to get the bomb plant. Oh my goodness, he can even move back and get a nice long sight line. Fury and Shinobi, even if they end up coming up combined through the... Oh no.
This is real danger. He'll realize that there's nobody CT soon enough. After ARAVT start putting some pressure in from behind, especially if they tap that bomb at any given point. There's only so many times you can take as a CT rotating in, so Annihilation should piece this one together pretty quickly. And they don't have a smoke. They don't have a Molotov to make this more difficult, just that singular nade. And they certainly have kits, but there's Annihilation with another. And now it's all about Shinobi closing that gap. Annihilation trying to keep them in it. He doesn't have time to defuse any longer, so he's pulled it off. A 1-on-4 from Annihilation on perfect timing.
That is effectively an ace clutch. I don't care if he doesn't get the ace. That's an ace clutch.
That is so mad. Because they were convinced they had him boxed in A main. Because he found this perfect timing around the big box. That is so ridiculous.
I mean, that even comes in with, you know, because he's flicking so fast, looking for info. He doesn't actually spot Shinobi, even though it was, I think, for just a split second, he did see him. Yeah. Well, that could be the X-ray as well, but that is the ultimate chance to try and bring things back into the game. The CT side economy is still not at its best. So if you can win, what, another round, maybe 2, you could have at least one easy one in there. On the road to overtime. That road, however, is not one that will be easy to tread. ARAVT just have to make sure that they are not rattled.
Yeah, I can't be thinking about how you lose that round after you pull it into a 4v1, but it can be easier to say you'll forget about it rather than actually doing it. Certainly shaking the funds for ARAVT. Beautiful heroics from one of the stars from IHC, but they just cannot allow them to start getting a burst of confidence, build momentum off of it. Some good damage being done at the start of this one, but Annihilation continues that ball rolling down the hill as ARAVT try their best to stop it. They're down a man.
High's inching through, moving forward, misses his opportunity to equalize, and the second one as well. ARAVT are falling apart right now. They need a hero, they need a fury, they need a double to try and bring it back, but it will not be given up. They're not chasing through. Cabal as well just continues to jiggle. The veterancy comes into play, but the crossfire is even better. Shinobi goes by undetected, and IHC left Blitz to try and lead. Examples have been set all game long. Blitz has quieted down these past few rounds, but it's his turn to try and shine. Annihilation with one fantastic clutch, and we need another right after it.
A 3-on-5 brought down to a 2-on-1, so they just have to maintain good trading, and they should be able to pull this one off, but Blitz will try his best to evade their sight lines, and it'll be hard for them to piece this one together. It's planted front donut, but he's deep A main.
They do have a smoke for that donut position. They'll prioritize it for the smoke, for the bomb itself instead. High HP players going for the full defuse. They're sticking it. Oh, they're sticking it. They are absolutely sticking it. It'll be 16 for ARAVT despite some scary moments, despite some epic clutches from Annihilation. ARAVT end up being the better team. Question is, can they do it twice over? We'll be back after a break to find out.